Go ahead and get started. These are my helpers. They help clean up the fish that I drop on the floor. Oh, this is my other one. My helpers. Okay. All right. So, first things first, I gotta get my machine ready. It's pretty simple. Just a food processor, grinding plate. Put that right on there. I'm gonna set it for the cheese shredder. Lock the lid on. And what I have is about 80 pounds of sunfish. Well, I'd say 80 sunfish, but probably more than 80 pounds. They're pretty big sunfish that I am turning into dog food. If anybody wants to watch, they can. If not, who cares? I'm gonna do it. Right? All right. So, we get started here. First things first, gotta make sure my helpers are out of the way. We don't want anybody getting hurt. I grab my sunfish. So if anybody's ever wondered, that's sunfish. Ain't it pretty? So I got the frozen freeze-dried sunfish over here. That's what frozen freeze-dried sunfish looks like. See that right there? That is frozen whole sunfish. Ground up, ran through the freeze dryer. So this one has almost no weight to it. Feels like a piece of styrofoam. And what I'm going to do is take all of these pieces here, run them through the food processor, pulverize it into little pieces. And that'll be my base for my dog food, which I will be making after this is all done. So here we go. You take pieces, put it right in the machine. Spit light, grind them right up. So these are all caught in a local lake. About 80 fish worth. It'll be about 2 gallons of sunfish. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead and ask. All right, just like that, I've got a bunch of sunfish all ground up. Hey, don't do good stuff. Keep the cats off it. Apparently, cats like fish. Go figure. So that, oh, they're helping. They're my helpers. That is whole fish turned into powder. Whole sunfish turned right into powder. I'm just taking the powder, putting it in Ziploc bags, and then later on I will make it into biscuits or something like that for the dogs or cats or whatever to eat. And this idea started with my sister, who raises dogs, is that she spends a fortune on dog supplements for her dogs that are nursing or whatever. Well, I think I got better food than you got. I'm winning. I'm winning. These cats aren't leaving my side. These are my helpers. They keep the floor nice and clean. No, come here. Come here, Bruce. All right, I have both of you. Okay, here's my helpers. They help clean up any fishy that falls on the floor. Trick is keeping them off the table while I'm dealing with a fish. Say hi. They're about, what did they say, about 3 months old? So, yep, all right. So, I'm gonna reassemble this, get some more fish going. So, food processor, I am just using the grate setting. All the fish has already been ran through a meat grinder, so it was turned basically into ground burger, like you'd have at the store. Just grabbed it, right? And it doesn't weigh anything. It's all the water's been taken out of it. It's crunchy, turns into dust if you crush it. Okay, hey, get off there. All right, just gonna take that, put it right in here. Turn it on, grind some more up. That's the entire fish. Scales, guts, everything. Ground up and freeze dried. Okay, so that batch is good. I'll show you what we got. Look at all that. That is 100% fish. Guts, scales, tails, gills, bones. It's all in there. So, you can't ask for much better dog food than that. That is everything a dog needs. You ever watch those Alaskan Huskies? They eat nothing but fish. And they pull dog sleds for a living. So, for a house dog, you can't beat it. So, like I said, I did about 80 fish. And I'm going to fit... look out, look out! My helper's here. I'm going to fit about 80 fish that I caught, and they were probably about 1.5 pound, 2 pound fish when I caught them. And I'm going to put them all into 2 1-gallon Ziploc bags. So, you figure cost of fish. I know what a sunfish would go for on the market, a fish fillet. But these fish cost me nothing to catch. My dogs and the cats, obviously, will be enjoying them for a long time. So, I wish you guys could smell it, because believe it or not, even though this is 100% fish, there's very little smell to it. Because it went through the freeze dryer, all the moisture has been taken out of it. So, aside from the little bit of atmospheric moisture in here, because it's so dry, there really isn't anything to make it smell like anything. It's kind of like anything else. The wetter it is, the more smell it'll have. And because it's so dry, there's really hardly any smell. I mean, it does smell like fish, obviously, because it is fish. But it's not overwhelming. Like, this fish was horrendously fishy when I ran them through the meat grinder. But once they're freeze dried, it ain't bad at all. Okay, so that's about it for that one. Okay. Make sure my blade stays clean. Do have a little pile over there of some sinews or something. It didn't make it through the processor just right, but there we go. Okay. That is sunfish. Does it look like fish to anybody out there? What do you guys think? Look like fish? So, that is sunfish that has been processed. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nope, I dropped it. You can see that was in there. And that is a big scale. Now, this actually came off of, there was 2 big white perch that we kept and filleted, and all the leftovers went into the batch with the sunfish here. So, but that's the nice thing about this is I'm not wasting anything. Any fish that would have been taken out and thrown in the garden or in the trash, or after you're done filleting fish or whatever, instead of throwing it away, throw it in the freeze dryer after you grind it up, and you end up with a bag of fish. So this is a whole gallon of freeze-dried fish, and I would say in this bag right here is probably somewhere around 40 fish. That is 40 fish worth of meat and protein and fish oils and calcium from the bones and such, right? So that right there is 40 fish. So that's impressive. I got one more tray to go. So we're going to go ahead and get that one out. Try to keep the cats from eating my fish. So this is a freeze dryer tray right here. See that? That's how it comes out of the freeze dryer. So what I did is I took the whole sunfish, cut it right in half, ran it through the meat grinder, ground it into basically ground beef, the fish, ground fish, laid it out flat on here, put it in the freeze dryer, and it took a while. It took about 46 hours to freeze dry all these fish. And probably doesn't surprise anybody, there's a lot of moisture in a fish. Go figure. It's kind of like they live in the water or something. But anywho, that's the whole fish. I didn't take anything off the fish. I cut the sunfish in half, like we talked about. I used a pair of garden shears, split the sunfish right in half from nose to tail, ran it right through the grinder. That's what it looks like right there. So, I'll break up a chunk here so you can see it. What it looks like. It just looks like ground meat. It doesn't look anything special or fancy. And smells like fish, but not real bad. So that's what we got. So it kind of feels like maybe a little heavier, like a styrofoam peanut, but not much. So if you're really thinking about it, that's probably an entire fish right there. And these weren't sunfish. These weren't little sunfish like you use for bait. They weren't the little guys. These were gills. They were about that big, all of them. So my meat grinder only has like a 4-inch opening, so I had to split those fish right in half, and even then it had a hard time getting through the opening to run the grinder. I don't think I posted that video on here yet, but that might be a good thing for me to do for people to laugh at me and wonder what the heck I'm doing with things. I mean, I would eat it, but that's disgusting. I mean, if it didn't have the scales in it, I probably would eat it, but because it's got scales in it, I don't think I could handle the texture. But there we are. That is freeze-dried, ground up, whole sunfish. And I mean whole sunfish. The whole kit and caboodle's in there, people. Scales, tails, eyeballs, guts, you name it. It's all right there. Alright, that's about the last of it, y'all. So, like I said, the next thing I gotta do is figure out what the best way to, I don't want to say market because I'm not selling it. But the best way to not only preserve the fish now, but also to make it convenient to feed to the animals. So I might have to do a few test things on here. As far as, I don't know what will happen if I put a little bit of water in it, if it will recongeal. I don't know if it's best just to add some egg. I mean, I could add pumpkin or something in there, make it a little bit more of a balanced diet for the dog. Things like that. For now, I have successfully, I think, yep, I did. Okay, good. I have turned 80 sunfish into 2 gallons of dust. Tell me that's not impressive. So 80 sunfish, and I guarantee you those sunfish weighed about 80 pounds when I started. So that is powdered sunfish, right from the lake, right from the freeze dryer. Make sure you subscribe. I do all kinds of crazy crap. Everything from building pavilions to shoveling horse crap. Don't matter, I do it. So, until next time, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.